Melancholia is an art house film full of absurdity and indifference. It should go without saying that the film directly implies of what it attempts to be. Melancholia is a film about a melancholic universe. Directed by Lars von Trier, known for his past filmography ranging from Dancer in the Dark to Dogville and Antichrist, the Danish maestro returns to tell an apocalyptic tale in the form of dry yet succulent pacing of events that may leave your eyes glued to the screen or leave yourself snoring in a state of lassitude. It's a film that innovates the meaning of a cinematic experience with a finesse style of realistic cinematography and sentimentalist themes whisked together. The plot kicks off with the first half as a soon-to-be groom-bride couple attend a wedding reception at the family estate by Justine's sister. Starring Kirsten Dunst as Justine, the film explores the gradual depression of Justine as she slowly succumbs to a deprived state of frustration and despondency. This is where its absurdity motifs step in following into the second half, introducing the rogue planet known as Melancholia, an astronomical phenomenon that spells the end of the world. Melancholia isn't shy to show why it's an art film in its purest form. It doesn't try to entertain, but neither does it try to be very intelligent. What seemed like a pleasant series of events becomes a downturning spiral of lethargy. The way Melancholia portrays its universe is very poignant yet natural to our senses, sort of like a slice of life as one could describe. Simple yet so attentively captured handheld and still shots allow the film to be viewed as a video diary, depicting events to the audience with meticulous detail and unrelenting social realism. This abstract portrayal of verisimilitude is what makes the film so unique that you may get the impression that it's trying to convey subtle undertones with a complicated degree of emptiness exhibited by its characters, especially by Justine. Production values of the film are by a relatively low budget. Its mise-en-scène establishes itself in a very particular fashion. Stylistically, the film opens with a hyper slow-mo sequence, displaying a grandiose long-duration sequence. The film presents these montages by creating a surrealistic universe we're dreaming in, only to snap us back into reality from limbo, or vice versa as one could interpret it as such. This isn't exactly the film you'd want to watch when you're in a depressed mood. There are many moments in Melancholia that may stifle your attention span in the event that something big may happen. But instead, it prefers to take its time in showing what could potentially happen instead of spoon-feeding you the obvious. What the film appears to be implying is this. Melancholia offers an existential representation of the dichotomy between nihilism and optimism that can be seen through the lens of its characters. As such, we have Justine as a representative of pessimism, depicted as wistfully accepting the foreboding events that are to occur, while John coming across as the passionate enthusiast of the world who unfortunately meets a premature exit. We then have Claire, who can be classified as the ambiguous power struggle heroine, where her allegiances between John and Claire effectively push her into a state of anxiety due to their absurd idiosyncrasies. If there's one thing that Lars von Trier exemplifies with Melancholia, is that the audiences should learn to embrace the end-of-the-world phenomenon rather than fear it. Mortality is something all humans will face in the future, and it's something that can't be denied as connoted by the intent of its cast. As a result, its absurd yet sardonic performances may leave viewers somewhat arid and unable to empathise with its characters, but it will definitely leave you asking philosophical questions pertaining on why are we born, what motivates us to live on, what is the human condition. On the whole, Melancholia is a movie that slowly grows on you with the absurd usage of dilatory yet dramatic progression. The characters' performances are executed in an incredibly humane way, especially by Kirsten Dunst, who captures the essence of a downhearted, flawed individual who tries to overcome the obstacles of her depression. With some of the most breathtaking cinematography and captivating development and characterization, Melancholia brings to the table a peculiar, unique, mind-boggling experience. The film does have an unsettling laggard pacing through and through, with not much focus put on the issue of dealing with an eschaton-like scenario in the scientific aspect. Nevertheless, it still proves itself justice of what Lars von Trier's directorial skills excel well at, exceptional at showing with minimalized telling. Currently, Melancholia is distributed through Nordisk Films in Denmark, with Magnolia Pictures and Madman Entertainment in North America and Australia respectively. It's also available for purchase at affordable prices at Play.com and Amazon, or you can sign up for a 3-month membership and watch it on Netflix. Any alternatives to pleasure your interest for art films? Stellar film work Dogville, also by Lars von Trier, should fulfill your needs with an epic runtime, while David Lynch's infamous mystery piece, Mulholland Drive, provides an occult filmmaking style that easily won't be forgotten. In the anime spectrum, there are but a few series that tackle the abstract genre head-on, but Bakemonogatari by director Akiyubi Shimbo is a good start for those who are unfamiliar with Japanese animation. Another recommendation is the abandoned cult classic Angel's Egg, whose hyper-encapsulated artiness should also serve you very well. Again, this has been Vinny of JJ Atelier. Until we meet again, keep it classy, folks.